Imagine flying into a clear blue sky, only for the universe to completely rewrite itself. What if I told you that 5 military planes once vanished into a patch of ocean, and the rescue plane sent to find them disappeared just hours later? This is the unsolved mystery of Flight 19. December 5, 1945. 5 U.S. Navy bombers take off from Florida for a routine training mission. The weather? Perfect. The pilots? Highly experienced. It was supposed to be an easy day at the office. But as they flew deeper into the infamous Bermuda Triangle, the laws of physics simply broke. Suddenly, the radio cracks to life. The flight leader's voice isn't calm, it's filled with pure panic. He screams, "Both of my compasses are dead. We cannot find west. Everything looks wrong. Even the ocean doesn't look right." Ground control is baffled. How do trained pilots lose the ocean in broad daylight? As the hours ticked away, the radio signals degenerated into static. The last haunting words ever heard were, "It looks like we are entering white water. We are completely lost." They vanished. No debris. No oil slicks. Nothing. But it gets weirder. That same evening, a massive rescue plane with 13 crew members was sent to look for them. Within 20 minutes, that plane vanished too. 6 aircraft and 27 men, swallowed by the Atlantic in a single day. If you want to know what modern scientists think happened to them, drop a comment below saying, what is more terrifying than a ship sinking? A ship that survives perfectly, but its entire crew vanishes without a single trace of a struggle, leaving their warm food still sitting on the tables. Welcome to the haunting of the Mary Celeste. In the winter of 1872, a British merchant ship was sailing through the Atlantic when the captain spotted a vessel drifting aimlessly in the distance. It was the Mary Celeste. Knowing the ship's captain was a brilliant navigator, they pulled alongside and boarded the vessel. The silence was deafening. What they found was like a snapshot frozen in time. The ship was in perfect condition. The sails were set, the crew's personal belongings were untouched, and there was plenty of food. In the galley, breakfast was laid out. The cups of coffee were still standing upright. But the captain, his wife, his young daughter, and the 7-man crew were just gone. There was no sign of a pirate attack. No blood. No damage. The ship's logbook was found on the captain's desk, with the final entry written just days before, showing absolutely no signs of danger. The only thing missing? A single lifeboat. Why would an experienced captain order his family into a tiny lifeboat in the middle of the open ocean, abandoning a perfectly safe, sturdy ship? What did they see in the water, or in the sky, that terrified them so much they chose the mercy of the sea? The ocean is keeping this secret tight. Hit that follow button and comment. Give me another story. If you want to uncover more of Earth's darkest secrets, drop me a comment and say I want part 2. And please subscribe the channel to get new video. Imagine a town where the ground beneath your feet is literally burning. A place where smoke rises from cracks in the highway, the air smells like sulfur, and the government erased its zip code from existence. No, this isn't a scene from a horror movie or a video game. This is a real place in the United States. A town that swallowed itself from the inside out, leaving behind a fiery labyrinth and a handful of residents who refused to leave. Welcome to Centralia, Pennsylvania, the real-life Silent Hill. And today, we are diving deep into the mystery of why this town has been burning for over 60 years, and why it might keep burning for another 200. To understand the mystery, we have to go back to May 1962. Centralia was a prosperous coal mining town with over 1,000 residents. But just days before Memorial Day, a seemingly routine cleanup went horribly wrong. The town council decided to burn the local landfill to clear out trash. What they didn't realize was that the landfill was sitting directly on top of an abandoned labyrinth of anthracite coal mines. The fire caught a coal vein, and once anthracite coal catches fire deep underground, it is almost impossible to put out. The town tried to extinguish it for years, but the fire kept moving, tunneling deeper and deeper under the homes of unsuspecting citizens. For 2 decades, life went on. But by the late 1970s, the ground started doing strange things. In 1979, a local gas station owner inserted a dipstick into his underground fuel tanks to check the fuel level. When he pulled it out, it was boiling hot. The temperature of the gasoline was over 172 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, in 1981, the true horror struck. A 12-year-old boy named Todd Domborski was walking in his backyard when a sinkhole suddenly opened beneath him. It was 150 feet deep, glowing with heat, and billowing toxic carbon monoxide. He barely survived by grabbing onto a tree root until his cousin pulled him out. The town wasn't just burning, it was actively trying to swallow its people. By 1984, the United States government realized the battle was lost. Congress allocated over $42 million to relocate the entire population. Hundreds of homes were demolished. In 1992, the state claimed eminent domain, condemning all the buildings. They took away the zip code, 17927. Centralia was officially wiped off the map. But here is where the mystery thickens. A tiny handful of residents refused to leave. They sued the state, believing there was a conspiracy, that the government wanted the land to seize the billions of dollars worth of valuable coal underneath. In 2013, they won a settlement allowing them to stay until they pass away, after which the property reverts to the state. Today, Centralia is a modern ghost town, a haunting reminder of what happens when humanity loses control of nature. Experts say there is enough coal underneath to keep the fire burning for another 250 years. A town trapped in an eternal subterranean inferno. Would you ever dare to visit the burning streets of Centralia? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mysteries hidden in plain sight. Until next time, stay curious.